La Aircraft Electronics Association es una asociación de los Estados Unidos que tiene más de 1000 talleres de aviónicas por toda parte del mundo. El año pasado vinieron a Colombia para hacer un evento aquí de información, capacitación de todos los fabricantes de aviónica. Sí, entonces este año volvieron, lograron hacer un evento muy bueno. El año pasado vinieron otra vez este año y están hablando mucho de ADS-B, de una cosa que está implementando la Aeronáutica Civil aquí en Colombia, que para el 2020 van a tener que tener todos los aviones, esos equipos. En estos 2 días se va mucha actualización de software de los equipos, cómo se puede hacer caza-falla, cómo operan los equipos, las funciones de los equipos que están presentando. Son representantes de la empresa que viajan a los eventos estos porque, como le dije, la Aircraft Electronics Association hace como 5 eventos anuales en diferentes partes de los Estados Unidos y en el mundo.
ADS-B is a system, not a product, okay? So it requires a position source and a transmitter of some kind. The system that Columbia is adopting is 1090 frequency, megahertz, extended squitter. So it's a Mode S transponder with extended squitter. The cost is not unrealistic. If you look at the implementation period to put the transponders in, it's a modernization of the transponder. The current transponder we have in the airplane dates back to the 1940s. So the idea that we're moving ahead 70 years in technology, it's hard to say that's bad. The cost is probably maybe 20% premium over the older equipment. So it's not terrible, but it has more functionality, more capability. On the navigation side, when we're relying on ground-based navigation systems, it's very inefficient, okay? Whereas when we base on satellite-based, we can go direct, we save fuel, we save time, we save energy, and we save the environment. You have to understand how ADS-B works, okay? Right now with radar, with a traditional radar system, we have a transponder in the airplane. There's a ground-based radar that sends a signal out, travels through space, hits the solid object, bounces back, and it's calculated on time. That's fine. When you're very close to the radar, it's very accurate. When you're very far away from the radar, it's not so accurate. So automatic, dependent, okay, surveillance. So what happens is it takes a position source off of a satellite-based position, captures the actual position of the aircraft, regardless how far it is away from the airport, and then blindly broadcasts that on-ship position, independent of any outside source, to the radar. When you look at the size of aviation in Colombia, and the use of aviation in Colombia. Colombia is such a large country that you have to use aviation to move around. And because of that, I think the government as a whole has recognized the value of aviation and the value of aviation to the gross domestic product. Okay? I think Colombia has taken a very positive stand with that, wants to be proactive. But the adoption of ADS-B as a surveillance system in Colombia. The only other place that is happening in South America right now is in Brazil, in the offshore locations, not in the rest of the countries. And so for Colombia to take that, recognize the value of that, because it's very expensive to replace the old radar systems, and they're getting old. Every radar system out there is getting old, and they have to be replaced. To replace them with a low-cost ADS-B system is very good for the government.